Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video will be on this beautiful gown that you can be using half yard of white fabric. It's a scuba fabric, but it's not like the scuba we used to know. So I'll be using half yard, which though I'm not going to be exhausting all. And then I have this red one here. It's also a scuba fabric. If you can't find a scuba fabric, you can use Mercado because you need something to stand for that style. My zipper and also my thread. I have other thread, so I decided to just buy one more. So guys, for this style I'll be folding my fabric into four, like you want to cut a flea, not even like you want to cut a flea, we are trying to cut a flea. So I'll fold over this way and I will fold over this way. So I'm going to go ahead and fold this off camera so that I'll be able to manage my fabric. So once you fold over this way, you fold over this way, and whatever you're going to be folding should be enough to mark your waist measurement plus your zipper allowance plus extra allowance. You know it's going to have some place at this point. Then you should be able to mark the length of your flea. Hope you get this. So your waist measurement plus your flea, that's what you're going to be folding, and make sure it's the same thing at this point as well. So this side and this side is what you're going to be paying attention to. So guys, this is what we have after I was done folding it. So what I have here is 25 by 25. So 25 inches by 25 inches. I've already folded my fabric the way I explained it earlier. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is because my waist is going to have excess, so I'll just from here, from where I have my fabric stopped, I'll go ahead and mark the length of my flea, which is 19 inches. Which is 19 inches, and I'll add extra 1 inch stitching allowance. I'll do the same thing for this other side. So guys, I've already measured the 20 inches. That's plus my stitching allowance. You have 20 inches. So I'm going from that 20 inches. I'm going to go ahead and measure what I have there remaining. So I'll measure for what I have here, and I have about 6.5. So I'll go ahead and measure that 6.5 all around. So I'm 6.5 all around. Then from that 6.5, I'll go ahead and take my measurement, which is 20 inches. So from here, I'll go ahead and take that 20 inches that we measured earlier, and I will also mark it round. So I don't know if you guys can see the end of the fabric, but just know that I am marking 20 inches all around. I'll go ahead and cut this out. So guys, I've folded my fabric into two. So we are going to go ahead and cut out our basic bodies. So this will serve as our starting point. I don't know if the thing is down, like but the listener. So it's facing downward, I don't know. So this is our starting point. Then from there, I'm going to go ahead and mark my half length at 13 inches. Then I'll add half inch stitching allowance. I'll be adding the next one, the other stitching allowance here. That's why I have some allowance at this upper side. So I'll mark this line straight. Then the next thing I'm going to be doing is to take my shoulder measurement divided by 2, which is 6 inches. I won't be adding any stitching allowance to it. Then for the neckline, I'm marking 3 inches by 3.5 inches. So just like I said, this is for a 8 to 9 year old. For my shoulder slope, I'm going down by half of an inch, and then for my armhole, I'm going down by from my shoulder slope line, I'm going down by 6.5 inches. So because I don't want it to be like fitted, or let's just do 6.25 inches. Then I'll also connect this line. Then I'll go ahead and take my bust measurement divided by 4. And for my bust measurement is 30 inches. Divided by 4 is 7.5 inches. I'll mark a mark there. I like adding 1 inch for ease for children. And then I'll add half inch stitching allowance to it. And I'll cover in my armhole. Whichever you want to do, you can also come in a bit here. Then for my waist measurements, my waist measurement is a bit bigger than my bust, so I'll just measure what I have here. I have about 9 inches here, so I'll just add a bit, like about 2.5 inches to it, because it's a bit bigger than my chest, just like I mentioned. And then I'll connect this point, and that's basically all for these bodies. For the front bodies, I'm going to be using it to cut out my front body. So for the shoulder stitching allowance, I'll just go up by 1/2 inch from that line. So I'll be cutting here instead of this place. I'll be cutting here. I'll use this one for my stitching allowance. So guys, I'm done cutting the back neckline. So I went down by 1.5 inches for the back neckline, and then I added my zipper allowance to it. So I'm going to go ahead and raise this up. So from this place, I'll go up by 1/2 inch, and then I'm going to go ahead and connect it to this place. So I'll go ahead and cut this out. The reason for this is so that it sits properly. You know, there's no dart to it. I do this most of the time, not every time, but most of the time. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out the facing. I'll be using facing, not line. To cut your facing, you just fold your fabric the same way you want to cut out a basic body. Then you fold your other fabric, place this on top of your other fabric, and then trace out your neckline, your shoulder, your armhole, and then you will come down a bit by 3 inches, then come down here by 3 inches, and then connect your line. So that's what I have here. I hope it makes sense though. I just said let me explain. I don't know if you guys know how to do that. So guys, I've gone ahead to cut out my facing. I don't have enough fabric, so that's why my facing has this shape. So when you open it up, let me show you guys how it will be on it. The shape it has. So this is what we have. So you can see how it is. I don't have enough fabric. I would have cut it straight, but nothing spoil. So this is the back one as well. So the next thing I'm going to be doing at this sewing tutorial is to open up my fabric to the front facing front, and then I'll bring in my back body, my back facing. I'll place it this way, and I'll stitch 1/2 inch on both shoulders. So I'll just pin this down so that it doesn't move. I'll stitch it down by 1/2 inch, and then I'll bring in my line. So I'll turn this to the right side as well, and then I'll place it front facing front, and then I'll go ahead and stitch on my shoulder line, both shoulder line. So guys, this is what we have after I was done. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is to open it up. I'll go ahead and place it front facing front, making sure that this stitching allowance of the neck and the shoulder matches, and then I'll go ahead and stitch all around the neckline, and then I'll stitch all around the armhole as well, and then I'll do the same thing for this other side. Once I am done from this front side, I'll open up the front side. From this front side, I'll open up this front side, and then I'll pull everything from this back up to this side, and then I'll open up this side and then pull this one out, and I'll also stitch down my seam side. Okay guys, I'm done with the bodies. You can see I stitched down my 2 seam side, and then for the white fabric I've already cut out 3 inches, and then I use 1/2 inch to stitch it and turn it to the right side. So the length is just the length of my waist from here to the other end. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is to attach this. So I'll leave 1/2 inch I will be using to attach the flare, the skirt part. I'll place it this way, stitch it down, and then I'll do the same thing for the other side. I'll stitch it down. Then I'll also stitch it down at this center so that it will be in place. I don't want to stitch it all the way through, so I'll just stitch it at this center, or you can use your hot glue to hold it down. Then for my bow, I've also made a bow for this. I don't want this tutorial to be too long, so that's why I didn't put a tutorial on this. If you don't know how to make a bow, just leave a comment and I will do a tutorial on this bow, just the bow. And so once I am done with attaching this white fabric to it, I'll bring in my flare. And then I'll be doing front facing front, remember at this point, but we're going to attach the white one first, remember that. So I'll do the front facing front. Where is the end now? So once I arrange my fabric well, I'll go ahead and stitch down my zipper allowance of 1.5 inches, then I'll start stitching down. You can make notch on the center flare and then the center body so that you know how much fabric you have on each side. But aside that, then I'll start stitching. Then I'll make small pleats as I'm going. Just look at the way I'm going to be doing it. So I'll make one pleat this way facing my left hand. Once I stitch down, I'll make another pleat that will go inward facing this other place I have. So this is what I'm going to be having. I don't know if you guys can see it. So by the time I stitch it down, this is what I'll have. So this is how it's going to be at the front part of the flare. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'll make 1, 2, 3, about 3 on each side of the bodies, and then to the other side of it as well. Okay guys, this is what we have. I've gone ahead to hem it as well. I serged it and then folded by 1/2 inch. So this is the bodies. I'm here to hold down the front and then the side to keep this white piece in place. So the next thing we're going to be doing is I'll serge this soon to close up my zipper allowance, and then I will go ahead and attach my zipper. So once I attach my zipper, I'll then attach my bow to the back with my hot glue. And that's it for this style. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, share my videos to family and friends, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching.